Hello, America. I'm Grace Joshua here introducing Sean Drayton, a mogul of Gary, Indiana, for his barber work. He is a dynamic force in the industry. He's a mentor. He's a child of God. And he is my co-host for Dre and Grace Talk. And we have today a special guest, Tanya Redding. Tanya, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your business. She is an entrepreneur. She have a new business up and running. So Tanya, tell us a little bit about what your business is all about.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Tanya Redding, like she said, and my business is called Let's Make Memories. I'm a travel agent. So if you want to plan those trips to Jamaica, Cancun, I'm the girl to hit up. You can hit me up at TanyaTanselIntelTravel.com. Or you can hit me on Facebook at Tanya Redding. And my telephone number is 623-226-3767, or you can call me.
All right. So what kind of people are you trying to target? Is it just for family, single couples? What are you targeting?
I'm targeting everybody. If you want a vacation, friendcation, a solo, whoever, I'm for everybody.
Okay. So what is the perks with having a travel agent? I never had a travel agent before, okay? So tell me, if you're trying to inspire me so you can become my travel agent, what is my perks? What do I get with this?
So being a travel agent, you get paid for booking your own stuff. So like if I book a flight to Jamaica, whatever the cost of my stuff is, I get 20% of that. So it's basically like I'm getting money back for a trip that I just paid for.
Okay. And what about your clients? What is they getting out of the deal? Like, are you more of putting them in a relaxation situation where they don't have to worry about travels and things of that nature because you take care of everything? Like, are you just booking the flights, or you take care of everything, like hotel, rental? Do you do all of that?
Yes, I'll take care of it all. If you got plans to go to a concert out there, I can book that for you. Your flights, your hotel, make sure it's all exclusive. Any activities you have planned, I can plan that for you. The car rental, like you said. The list goes on and on. I can book your whole trip for you.
Do a lot of people go with the Airbnbs? Do they do that a lot? Or is it still like hotel stay a lot? Which one is more popular?
Airbnbs are more popular when you're not trying to do, like if people traveling and they're driving and stuff, the Airbnbs are, and they with a big group of people, the Airbnb is the best way to go. If it's like a vacation and stuff like that, is the flight with the hotel is the best way to go. But if it's a group of people, it's the Airbnb is the best way.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Tanya Redding. Again, what's your information? How can people reach you so you can become their travel agent?
It's TanyaTanselIntelTravel.com. That's the website. You can go on there, and if you want to book your own stuff or concerts, tickets, movie tickets, anything like that, you can go on there. You can reach me on Facebook at Tanya Redding. You can call me or text 623 area code 226-3767.
Okay, there you have it. So we're going to get into our talk for this week. Sean, do you know what we're talking about today? Do you have an idea?
No, I don't.
No? Well, let me ask you, Dre. I'm sorry, Dre. Well, you introduced yourself last week, Sean. So, okay, Dre. I forget people sometimes. I always call him Sean, but his barber name, Dre. All right. So, let me first ask you guys, do y'all have children? And if you do, how many kids do you have? Dre?
I have 3 children.
3. Tanya, what you have? You got 3? 2?
I got 5. I got 2 bonus and 3 that I carry.
3, 5. 5 together, you got 3.
Yes.
Okay. So, oh, and I have 2. Let me not forget myself. I have 2. Okay. My question is, having children, how do you view yourself as a parent? Do you feel like you can become your child's friend? Tanya, you could go first.
I feel like in our generation, the way we raising our kids, we're raising them as our friends. Like how mom and them used to do us. Like we close like friends with mama now, but growing up, we knew how to stay out of grown folks' business. We knew how to, a child stays in a child's place, and it wasn't all that buddy, mommy type stuff back then. And I think now our generation thinks that we want to do stuff different than our parents did it. And sometimes it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Okay. What about you, Dre? Do you feel like you can become, or a person can become, or a parent can become their child's friend?
Well, that's what's happening now in this time and day and age. In my time, it didn't go on. So, how I'm seeing the parents letting the kids, as they get up to, I'm gonna say 10, 11, 12, it get kind of rough for parents because the kids coming home with so much from the schools and from the outside world and not being separated from the outside world before they enter home. And then the parents are more leaning to accept what they bring home, and it's not right. So there's no discipline. Like it ain't no rule or order. Like the kid come home with some problems and some things, and more like fussing at his mama about what's going on instead of relating to her, like, and then they accepting it, because that's what's going on in the world. That's what I'm saying. Like go in the barbershop and kids acting, certain type of way. They supposed to be well-mannered, and then here it is, they sitting next to their parents being disrespectful. And it's starting off at probably, I'm gonna say 10, 9, it's getting kind of ugly. And then just imagine what happens when they get 6, 7 more years behind that, 16, and you're accepting your kid to come in the house when they want to, let them bring the girls over when they want to, or let the boys come over. Y'all hanging out at the parties. There's parties at the school. Other parents go home at 10 and go out or go on vacations, and the kids be having a house. And I think all that saying, parents need to more tighten up on their kids and stop letting them be their friends.
How old are your kids, your children?
My son is 33, my daughter 29, and Miracle 2.
So your youngest daughter is 2.
Yes.
Okay. And Tanya, how old are your children?
The little Chris just turned 27 yesterday. Amir's 20. Well, he'll be 20 in February. Naya is 18, Isaiah is 16, and KK is 9.
Okay, so your youngest is 9, your youngest is 2. My youngest is 20. She just turned 20. So, and my son to be 25 this year. Okay. Well, the way I feel about it is, I don't know. So with that being said, I don't know how I feel about it. Being your children's friend, I've always been that parent that was like, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother, and that's how we're going to have this relationship. Then I started realizing as they got older that I wanted to know who they are as a person. What better way to know that is if you can become their friend. So do you feel at a certain age maybe that you can, like, when do you feel like, at what age that you want to learn who your child characteristics or their, how can I say it, just who they are as a person, as a friend, as a, I don't know, outside of home. Because sometimes you can put on a different face at home, and then when you get out in the worldly world, that child is somebody totally different. Don't you want to know who that person is so you can like lead him or her the right way? Because it's some things that they will learn on the streets because they are afraid to talk to their parents, because we always have that stigma like, no, I'm your parent, I'm not your friend. So the things they are curious about, they go to whom? Their friends. And then when they start doing crazy things that we consider are crazy, we're like, where you get this from? They went to their friends. If they considered you as a friend, maybe they would have came to you. So is it a certain age that you can say, okay, let me get to know you as a human being and not just my child, my rules, what I say goes, I'm your mother, I'm your father, you're going to listen to me? Is it a certain age you feel that you can start to learn this child? What you think, Dre?
Age 13, 14.
Why?
Because that's when they become addressed as young ladies, young men. You come out from the infant stage as being birthed, then you become a child, then a kid as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, then 11, 12, 13 become that teenager. And then a teenager creates you as a young man or a young lady. Then once you hit 21, you're grown. You're a man, lady. So I think 13, 14, as they become a young lady and young man into the world.
That's when you will want to know who they are.
Yeah.
What about you, Tanya? Do you feel at a certain age you would want to know your children as the person that they are outside of the home?
Yeah, I think I started them, like he said, be 13, 14, but I think I started with mine earlier than that. Just because I don't know, growing up, my mom was, she was outside, she was, and then y'all was gone, so it was just basically me and Calvin. So I kind of try to keep my kids together so they could be closer, and then we all sit and we talk about a whole bunch of different things, and I learned their personality. But now as it gets older, it's kind of like I said, it's a blessing and a curse, because now it's like Isaiah play, but my plan, when I'm serious, and I'm not playing with you. So now he don't know when is the difference between when I'm ready to play with you and when I'm not ready to play, and I'm ready to knock you out now.
Right.
So that's why I keep saying it's like it's a blessing and a curse, because as they grow up and then their personality start to show, and then they like, well, I could play with you, Mom, but no, I'm not playing. I'm not in the playing mood right now. Like, if I tell you to do something, don't tell me, wait a minute, or I'll do it later. No, do it now. Like, well, Mom, I'll be just playing with you. So why you get all offensive? Because I'm not in the playing mood right now.
Because you never know how he would take that. Like, if you allow him to play like that when you're serious, when do he take you serious?
Right.
So okay, and that's a very good example too. That is a very good example. Myself personally, I feel like I would want to know my child once they reach that 21 mark. Okay. Now my daughter just turned 20, and this was on a show with Sarah Jakes Roberts, right? And it enlightened me to make me feel like, okay, I need to understand who she is as a person. Because like I said, like my nephews, my niece, kids, period, I don't play with kids at all. And that's just who I am, because what I say, I mean. Now, to hee ha ha and laugh, that's one thing, but that slang words like saying bro and dude and all that, I don't play that at all with children. No minors. I don't play those kind of games, period. Okay. So now as I was listening to that podcast, and I start realizing like, maybe I need to find out who she is as a person versus me being your parent and always telling you what to do. Because now you're at this age, and I feel like I say 21 because now I have taught you everything that I can teach you. I don't agree with 13, and I don't agree with teenage period. I feel like they need to be an adult where they're working, they're making their own money, they learning their own way, because at that point you already know who I am as your mother. You should know at 21 when it's time to play and it's time not to play. Okay? And at that point you shouldn't be saying anything. I shouldn't be telling you to do anything that you're not going to get ready and jump. Right now, if you got children that's in the teen situation, the teen age, you still saying clean up. So you expecting them to get up and clean up. So if I'm playing with you on something totally different, now when I say clean up, you want to take it as a joke. See, I'm still raising you at this point. Once you hit 21, I did my due diligence. I done taught you all that I can teach you as far as becoming an adult. Now we need to go into your adulthood. Let me show you how you're supposed to maintain your life. What kind of lifestyle are you trying to live? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish in this world? Now we're going into adulthood. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, we're not playing no games. If your mom tell you, hey, throw this away, what you going to do at 30 years old? You just going to grab it and throw it away. At 13, you looking like, why you can't do it? Why you're not going to question your mother at 30 years old why you can't do it.
See, in my time and then I'm the 70s baby, so it wasn't nothing like that. So and in today's, what you saying, that's what's going on. And that's a good topic. But like I was saying, we was raised and we had summer jobs, summer programs. So, and it embedded us to become who I am now. So,
but it embedded you to become a hustler. Did it embed you to become a person who want to know about like investing and stocks and making sure your bills are paid on time? It's a difference. Hustling and needing and wanting money in your pocket is one thing, but what do you do when you get this money? That's what people that live the fast life, they make money fast, they spend it fast. See, and when you don't have that mentor, as we always talk about, to guide you and say, hey, when you get a pocket full of money, you got to make your money make money. You need that as well. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you want your kids to hustle, of course, but you also want to be able to guide them to how to use their money. Yeah, they should be working and things like that. But my whole point is, if I'm 13 and I'm saying, mama, if I'm saying, here, daughter, go throw this in the garbage, and you look back at me like, if you're 30 and I say, here, go throw this in the garbage, how's your response going to be to your parents? It ain't going to be no, why you always asking me to throw something away? Because you already done raised this child to know better. You know what I'm saying? Those are the stages, teenage years, when they start feeling themselves, and then their peers are influencing them because they go over their friend's house and they can curse their mother out, and it's fine. Like when we was growing up, we had friends that can curse in front of their parents, curse at their parents. My mother don't play that to today, and I'm 43. Today. It's going down if you curse, okay? So, but you'll try it because you're like, shoot, my friends do it, why I can't do it? Oh, okay, it's different. So I ask you guys, if it's a parent that that's struggling with their kids and they just know, like maybe their son or their daughter started smoking weed or started to drink, what is your advice to that parent to like reach out to their children? Do they allow their kids just to live their lives? Go ahead. You want to be an alcoholic? Go ahead. You want to be a weed head? Go ahead. Or what can they say to their kids to, get them back on a trail of having a job and not being a drunk and not being a weed head, or, what advice would you give that parent? Tanya?
Well, all I can say is, give them the knowledge of why they shouldn't do this, why they shouldn't do that. Like I tell my kids all the time, this is what you have to, I'm teaching y'all how to become independent, because when I'm gone, ain't nobody gonna treat y'all like I'll treat y'all. Y'all would never get the same treatment from anybody else. I don't care, from your daddy, your grandparents, anybody. Nobody would treat you like your mama treat you.
Yep.
So you have to learn that I'm not gonna always be here. I'm not gonna always be there to hold y'all hand and when y'all mess up to do this. Y'all gonna have to learn how to do this stuff on your own. You're gonna have to learn how to. Y'all gonna make mistakes, but you're gonna have to learn how to fix them mistakes and not learn how to do it again. So I'm gonna teach you and let you know, like, this ain't the route you want to go. You want a better job. You want to do this. You're gonna have to not do this to do that. And if you want to be out here in these streets, ain't nobody gonna take care of you. You're gonna be on your own.
You're going to figure it out. You're going to find out the hard way,
You're
huh?
gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to find out the hard way.
What you think, Dre? What would be your advice to a parent that's saying, if they sit in the barbershop and they just telling you, breaking down to you like, man, I got this 13-year-old son and he ditched school to smoke weed, he get drunk, I don't know what to do. And I'm trying to, I done whooped his butt, I done did this, that. What's the advice to this parent?
Well, some advice is to take in heed in certain households, but irrational thinking, the cognitive thinking, the best way is just to resolve it, because it's always a situation. It's always a problem that creates a situation that's going to lead to, the dark side or a good side. So smoking weed is the dark side. Kids out here at 14, 15 years old, you try to tell them that it's bad for you, you can't move on, getting a job. So it's for them to think on the other side, and that's irrational thinking, but they don't think because their mind is already in the cloud. And my advice, all right, you can give them advice, but understand, once you start downsizing your bedrooms in your house and stuff, and you have to let them lead their way, because it's got the service, you got armed service, you got college, you got trade school, you got to make some decisions. And with that being said, it's time for you, once you feel like you can start smoking, but at 13, 14, there shouldn't be no type of error in the household for a kid to be doing that. I think it's like when they hit that senior year, when it's time for them to start, boiling down, like you said,
I don't know about that. I was in junior high, just smoking away.
Yeah. And we all did.
Wait a minute, I was watching Sherry, the Sherry show, and she was it was Jennifer Hudson, and she had Snoop Dogg on there, and she asked Snoop, when did you start smoking? And he told her, what did he say? He said he didn't start smoking until his 12th grade year. He was like, I didn't start smoking until my 12th grade year, and he was like, and then I was off and on. And he said, then I started making records, and then it became my medicine. And he was, so 12, like you said, 12th grade is a good time to start, because that's the time you really living your life, because you're about to be done with school, you're about to graduate, you're going to college, and no telling what's going on when you go to these colleges, what your kids going to be introduced to, because they're going to be introduced to a lot of things when they get into college.
Yeah. What about the Army and stuff? Do they be smoking and stuff like that on the base?
Oh, in the Army too?
What they be doing out there?
They get hot in the mug in the Army.
Really?
My dad tell me about they stuff all the time. He tell me all kind of stories about him in the Army.
Okay. I thought they'd be strict. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure, like, what is that? The pat down or something? Maybe that's jail.
It's
I don't know.
strict, but you better not get caught with it. But they doing it.
Once you get ready to get your leave for off base, and like I was stationed in Great Lakes back in the day, so everything was done on, you talking about weed and everything else.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it was on campus. So it was like, did I leave home? No.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was that, it was ways they got it in, and it was sad, but this the world, and it's still happening today.
Yeah. It is.
Well, my advice.
On Facebook.
You said they put what on Facebook?
They put everything on Facebook. Somebody put a picture of these like little, I guess they were like Flintstone. They look, I don't know what kind of little pills they was. They was blue or something. And they was like, you ain't lived your life if you ain't had one of these. And I'm like, what is that? I'm like,
Oh,
what
my
is that? Because
goodness.
I guess I didn't live my life. Because I
Right.
ain't never had none of that. So, like, the X pills and all that other stuff people be doing, the
Right.
shrooms and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's too
There's a
much.
lot of stuff
Too
out
much.
here that these kids be on.
Yeah, and that's why, and it mess up their mental. You know, that's why they can't get ahead, and they
Right.
always feel like
And,
people are against them
Yeah,
because
because-
they have, you know, high all the time.
most of them pills they pop is hallucination drugs. So you know
Yeah,
they go.
hallucination, yeah.
The mind go something totally off. Like you'd be like visible seeing stuff. It's not. This stuff is not appearing to be in front of you. You know. So it's X pills, all that, Percocet and fentanyl.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that. I never tried it. I don't want to.
I don't know nothing about it either, but that's the hottest
It's
thing
too
right
much.
now. It's too much. That's
And
why.
that fentanyl killing you.
Yeah.
Because,
Oh, wow.
my brother had somebody at his job that got laced with fentanyl and she passed away.
Oh, my
The same
God.
thing with Prince and Michael Jackson.
See, that's-
They said they put it, said somebody must have put it in her drink or something, and she ended up passing away from that.
Damn. Well, I feel like my advice would be life is the best teacher. You know, you can only do so much for these kids, but I feel like as long as you putting in your work as a parent,
As a
telling
parent.
them what is right, what is
As a
wrong
parent,
in
not
your eyes.
not as a friend.
No, as a parent. And I feel like as far as on the friend tip, if you had to break down and be that, like at 13, like we was talking about, I would say that's when you have to start telling your kids maybe like things that you have experienced, the bad things, so they can say, oh wow, I didn't know that can happen. Oh, that can
So,
happen. So maybe that'll
It
be an
can
eye
happen.
opener. I
So,
don't know.
I live by me living down on Fifth Avenue, so I had some neighbors on the backside of me, next door to me, big families. So when I'm saying at 13, 14, I could go in their house and the parents, they doing whatever they doing, but I'm treating them as a friend, and they the mothers because they allow they sons to be the same way towards them. Now
Right.
you come over to my house, you have to straighten up. It's not no friendship. It's like parents, you know. I'm not gonna bring somebody in my house and be like, Dad, well, me and the homeboy is about to go play Atari 26 and we got some Mad Dog 2020. We drinking on. Oh, that ain't going on at 761 Tyler Street. But if I go across the alley and we hit the liquor store as teenagers and we go over there and go to my partner's house, well, grandma and mom then was cool. Like, they was cool with us bringing alcohol to the house. Hey, do y'all want a shot? Yeah. So that's the difference
Who, the
between...
parents? Y'all
Yeah.
ask parents?
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Sometimes they didn't have it. We was out hustling. I mean,
Okay. Mad dog.
yeah, we had more money than the parents because we was, you know, out there hustling at the grocery stores, laundromats.
So that's my next question. Do you feel like you and your parents are friends? How do y'all feel about that with y'all parents? Individual. Like, are you friends with your parents today? Like,
Yes.
and when did y'all become friends? When do you feel like y'all became friends?
After I got out of prison, 2005.
Okay. And what made y'all become friends? Like, at what point you said,
Because
okay, my mother, my father know me as a person who I am, and I can consider them a friend.
I was a different person before that time and before, you know, out of high school and the service and then returning back home. I was a little bit different, not being the person I feel like a son, like I should have been because of
It
the
took
streets.
you to go to prison to
Yeah.
kind of get on that straight and narrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when I returned home, it was more or less, okay, it was all open arms, okay, and I accept that friendship because my mom and pops never turned their back on me, but I never knew because I always strayed away from certain things, but once I returned home, they showed me their friendship and their friends, you know, being parents and who they are when they raised me. So I got more connection today than I did back in the day. So
What about you, Tanya?
I think me and Mama are friends.
You feel like you and your mother are friends?
I don't think so.
What about your father?
No. I think we still have that father-daughter relationship, mother-daughter relationship.
Okay.
I don't think I got, no friends. Nope.
Do you feel like you
Definitely not
want
my
to have that kind of relationship with your parents?
I think I love it the way it is.
Okay. Well, for me, I feel like no, my father has passed away. But when he was alive, no, I don't feel like we were friends. We were still pretty much trying to get to know one another as daughter and father, because he wasn't really around as much. I knew my father, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't in the picture as much, So every time he came around, it was more like a father-daughter situation. It wasn't like let's sit down, watch a movie together, hang out, none of that. So no, we wasn't friends before he passed. And would I have wanted that? Yeah, because I have like mentors who I feel like are father figures. I have a mentor that I do call my dad, and I wish I could have had a relationship with my father the way I have with Mr. Bowden. I call him dad. And it's things that we talk about that I wish I could have had a father figure growing up, because I think I would be a lot further in a lot of things that I want to do in life if I would have had that. Same with my mom. We're not friends. I feel like we're not friends because I can come to her for advice, but she would never give you that mother advice. She will listen to what you have to say, and she really don't want to be in the mix of nothing, And I feel like with a mother, if my daughter came to me and asked me something, I'm going to give her what I would do. And I learned that from another mentor, Connie Anthony. God rest her soul. She passed away now, but she was my mentor, and she was a mother figure in my life. And everything I came to her with, she always broke it down like, Grace, I would never tell you what to do in this situation, but let me tell you what I would do if I was in this situation. And I love that about her, because she was never trying to steer me in a certain direction, but she did want to enlighten me that if you go this way, you can see this. If you go that way, you might run into this. You know what I mean? So it allowed me to make my own decision, but lean on her where needed to be. So do I wish I had that kind of relationship with my mother today? I wish I did have someone, not just someone. I wish I had my mother or my father to be that in my life. But I do thank God for the people that he did send my way, because they did teach me a lot. And like Mr. Bowden always say to me, he said, oh my God, you must have had someone that taught you a lot coming up and showed you the way, because the way you operate is just like, that ain't just happening. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of did. Because I feel like when you have a circle of people around you, whether it's family, friends, whatever, you need to have people, you have to learn from everyone around you, no matter what it is. Is either you learning where you want to go, what you want to do, or you learning what you don't want to do, what you don't want to go through. Because just because I don't tolerate it don't mean that you won't tolerate it. Then I can look at your life and say, oh, I cannot tolerate that. But you can look at my life and tell me what you won't tolerate that I got going on. So that's why you should never judge anyone, but always have people around you where you're learning from them. And if a person is in your life and you ain't learning nothing from them, they don't need to be in your life. You might need to get new friends. That ties me into this next question. How do y'all feel about new friends? Do you feel like people that you grew up with, those are the only people you want to be around as far as friendship? Or do you want to meet new people and befriend new people? How do you feel about that, Tanya?
You know me, I'll be friend. I'm a friendly person, so you know me, so I'll go somewhere and befriend somebody quick. So sometimes it'd be the people that you just met to be more of a friend to you than the people you didn't have in your life the whole time. So
that's true.
And that's one thing that I'll be talking to my daughter about. Because you never know, with enemies, you already know what they got planned, or you can't trust them. It's your friends that you need to watch closely, because you never know. it's so many things with these so-called friends, and they go on trips, and then trips that they pay for. Like that one guy that took his friends on that vacation, and he ended up dead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Or like that,
That
or
little
like the
girl, too.
Kanika,
Mm-hmm.
how she in the hotel, how you let your friend be drunk like that, and then now she passed away, and just don't nobody know what happened.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Like, you can't trust the people you didn't grew up with like that no more. It's sad.
How about you, Dre? Do you feel like meeting new friends is a good thing or a bad thing? You just want to keep your circle from your hood guys that you grew up with, or you okay with meeting new people?
Meeting new friends is bad
Why?
because you never know. See, I'm come from old school. All my friends I've been knowing for almost 30 years, 30 to 40 years. So meeting new friends and my old friends still around, I don't have time for new friends. And to meet a new friend, yeah, what we could do is do what business as a client. If you need me to cut you up, but I ain't trying to have no new friend. Well, okay, well you could call me and we hanging out going, what does it do? What friends do? Meet up and go, I ain't got time to cigar bar, lounge, no. No, but I'm just not into meeting new friends. I don't know if because of my business, because I'm a barber and I meet people on an everyday basis. And, I guess sometimes I get people that, want to be like, hey, you want to hang out, want to do this? But since my life is so busy doing what I do, I don't have time to meet new friends. I don't have time to be engaged and finding out, hey, I like you, man. Can we just do? No. Yeah.
Well, I feel like meeting new friends is a good thing, I feel like. And reason being is because I feel like they can introduce you into things that you didn't know that could come your way. You know what I mean? So, and if you are a type of person that want to know new things, better things, or how to market this, or how to, or just like you were saying, Tanya, like sometimes new friends treat you better than your old friends, and then that's how you get your feelings hurt, because you get so tied to these old friends and expect that they should be there for you where they're not even there for you. And then you can have a new friend that'll break their back for you. And you're like, wow, I only met you for like, a couple days. And it seemed like you go out your way just to make sure that I'm good, So I don't know. I feel like it's some good in it. But at our age, I can say at my age now, I can spot the real from the fake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if I see that you're not going to do no good in my life, I'm not going to befriend you. But if I see good traits, then I wouldn't mind having new friends, because now, and that's because jealousy, a lot of people get jealous of people. You don't even know this person. You just see the outside. You don't even know what's in the inside. Once you start dissecting and get in the inside of this person, you find out this person going through way more than you going through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and I don't know what that feel like, that jealousy, because I feel like if it's something that you have and I feel like it's intriguing to me, I'm going to ask you about it.
Right.
And I want you to put me on.
And you can see people energy. I get it all the time. People worry about what I do and how I go about doing what I'm doing, because versus my work ethic, I'm an outside person as well. So I feel like if I work my days during the week and do what I do, I still have time to do what I have to do after work. And people, be all in your business, and they want to be your friend. They be like, what you doing here? What you doing? Man, it ain't for you to question. Yeah. Just enjoy my company right now and stop being, I'm not questioning you.
Right.
I ain't worried about what you doing. I'm just enjoying me, what I do. Then once they see me out of locker or anything, dang, you everywhere. You here. Okay, What are you trying? Are you my friend, or are you a paparazzi type person?
Or are you judging me? You know,
Yeah.
you don't gotta
That's
judge
why I say
me.
paparazzi.
You know, but you never know, cause on the outside somebody might look, dang, how he do this, he do that. Instead, if you can just befriend me, I can tell you what I'm doing to live this kind of lifestyle, or you know, whatever it is. People get mad at you about the way you dress. You always dress nice. Okay. Well, if you don't know how to dress, just ask me for some pointers and I'll give you that. You don't got to be mad at me. Why you treating me this way?
But with this being said, I feel like meeting a new friend, I hate to push it like into my business. Like, okay, I would like to meet a new friend so I can have them as a client. Yeah, that'd be fine. But in your business as well, like you say, you marketing yourself and selling real estate. Yeah, it's good for you to meet friends because you're at a base where, okay, you need that volume and you need that acceleration of other people to, you know, make a to so they can know who you are when you selling your homes or who you are for Macaulay.
Now, I don't treat the word friend lightly now because I don't want to be everybody's friend. Having a client is one thing and having a friend is something totally different. Because to become my friend, I'm not easily pleased by nothing, really. So whatever you have, all the tricks and the traits, I don't care about that. Because what you have is for you. What I have is for me. I don't look at nothing that someone have and want to befriend them because of that. And I don't look at you no better than anything. Like, okay, you got a house of maybe a $500,000 house. Okay, I'm not pleased by things like that. So to be my friend, it takes a lot to be my friend because it's not only just, oh, you're a cool person to hang around. No, not
straight from the heart.
Yeah, it got to be from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Now, clients is something totally different. I want, of course, a lot of clients, and you know, my kids always tell me, you know, everybody. Knowing somebody and befriending them is two different things. I had to break that down to my daughter. You got a lot of friends. No, I don't. I can count my friends on my fingers, my friends, you know. So, well, with that being said, our time is here. So, again, if you guys want any questions that y'all want to ask me and Dre, please email us at dre.gracetalk@gmail.com. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate, please email me at gracejoshua@macaulay.com, or you can reach me at 219-333-8262. It's for Indiana. And Dre, what about you for your business?
Yeah. If you're looking for a professional home cut and need a good barber, you can email me at #1SeanDrayton@gmail.com or call me at 219-771-6666. For all your hair care needs, give me a holler. This is Dre the barber.
And he really good at that too. We was out last night and he was just telling this guy how to get his hair all together and everything. So you call him. Tanya, what about you?
And if you're looking for a travel agent, I'm the girl. If you're looking to, you know, become a travel agent, I can help you with that too. You can reach me at TanyaTanselIntelTravel.com, or you can reach me on Facebook at Tanya Redden, or you can text me or call 623-226-3767.
All right. And that is our time, America. Thank you. Stay blessed. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.